Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Damien Maia! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, raging Iaquinta!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
So half of his UFC wins have come by way of submission, and remarkably for Damien Maia, everybody seems to know what's coming, right? Takedown, submission attempt, and yet none of the best welterweights in the world, at least to this point in time, have been able to stop it. Damien Maia appears on a collision course with a UFC championship. Gotta have this one tonight. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Iaquinta. All right, now a little separation between the two fighters. All right, nice takedown for the BJJ player. Now we'll see the extent to which the boxer is out of his comfort zone here on the floor.
It's a big moment for this boxer. He has got to find a way back to his feet, but not only up to his feet,
Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a darts choke.
I think he's got it in his feet. All right, this is not where you want to be. You don't want to be on your belly with your opponent on your back, flattening you out.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Maia right back to that half guard, though, man. That was nice.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Iaquinta's strike attempt there is blocked. He's able to slip the left there. Oh, brutal knee to the body. Oh, look at that leg kick. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
Maia's in half guard now. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, and he locks up a triangle now. You set off the top. His go-to submission looks pretty tight to me.
Oh, and if he's got you in there, then you know that you're in a lot of trouble. He's starting to shift the arm across and he gets the cross.
Oh, looks like he's safe now.
Wow, that's crazy, because generally when you're that deep into a triangle, you do not escape, but he remained calm, and he found a way to get out and be safe again. Great job defensively. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly. He's postured up. He's landed big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom or the fight's gonna get stopped.
Making all these shots count. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Oh, big kick lands flush. Clean with the right hook. Maia goes for the takedown. He misses. Busy in the clinch, lands that punch. Just misses with a left hook there. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
All right, feet on the hips here. He's having his way with him here. We approach the 1-minute mark in the first round.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way.
And there it is! The winner by submission.
Jeez Louise.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 11 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Damien Maia!
All right, so Damien Maia, the Brazilian, still getting it done well past his 40th birthday. This is just a very difficult matchup for anybody in this welterweight division, and he proved to be that yet again here tonight. It really is remarkable when you look on paper at everything Damien Maia has accomplished, and tonight's win, another feather in the cap of the borderline future UFC Hall of Fame. And here is tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Mayra Bueno. And now introducing your opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Penne.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
All right, here's the MMA pioneer, Penne.
Oh, nice right in.
That is a clean strike, and it gets right through the guard. Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. Bueno Silva's punch to the body is blocked, so no damage done there. Big power shot there.
Another punch to the head.
Get those combinations going. Move those hands.
Well, she's got a good front kick and certainly put it to good use there.
She really understands space management, and she uses that front kick as if she's doing a jab. Beautiful transition.
Penne's back in full guard.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Bueno Silva's trying for a submission here. Oh, looks like she's got that arm triangle locked in. Oh, so now she gives up on the submission.
She did, and she did because she saw that she was going to end up in a worse position. Great recognition to give up the submission and maintain her dominant position.
Penne's in half guard. All right, nice transition into full guard. If you're the top fighter, where do you go from here?
Try to posture up, get some big ground and pound off, which will lead to you passing the half guard.
Bueno Silva's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
And this is where she's good. Once she's on top is where she's a beast.
Oh, she's got head movement even off of her back, huh? Nice slip there.
She's being proactive. She's not sitting and waiting until her opponent throws. She's moving in advance, and it's allowing her to evade these strikes.
Oh, good ground and pound here.
She continues to go here because it's working. Do not change anything.
Penne's back into full guard. Attempting a choke now.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Oh, she tapped out. How good is that? All right, right back to the well she goes. Another submission attempt here.
She keeps trying to get the sub going. She's got it very tight.
Oh, she's got her back.
she has her back.
All right, full guard here if you're the bottom fighter. Trying to prevent the half guard, I will see.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to keep her in full guard, throw up some submissions to get back to your feet.
Penne gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab. And now establishing that jab once again. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. 90 seconds to go in round one. Right on the button. Oh, nice straight there by Jessica Penne. Really nice defense there. Nice combination on the feet, and now works it to a takedown. Bueno Silva's going for a choke here.
It's tight.
Oh, looked pretty tight to me, but she bails on the submission attempt. 45 seconds to go here in round one.
Nice.
Let's go. Get that wrist control.
Bueno Silva's in half guard.
And now she's in mount. Oh.
Posturing up now. Oh, and she lands a huge strike to the head. Final seconds here. Nice job by her there. The bottom fighter continuing to slip these ground and pound offerings. Second round, straight ahead.
All right, listen. You did good that round, but I need you to do a little bit better. I need you to avoid that takedown, okay? Let's not worry about the knees. Let's not worry about the strikes. I need you to...
All right, what a round it was. It's a replay guy's dream. Take us through the highlights, DC. A lot of head kicks here.
She did a lot of good work, but it was the head kicks that you're gonna remember. She landed them multiple times. She was able to find the target, find the head on many occasions, and really damage her opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. All right, here we go with our next round. Certainly some big moments in that previous round. Rocked her opponent, nearly had her out of there. We'll see if she can finish the job here in this round.
It was amazing to watch somebody fight at such a high skill level, never really rushing to try to get a knockout, just allowing it to present itself, and she almost got it in the last round.
Well, if you're watching her compete for the first time, you're wondering if the commentators know what they're talking about. We told you all about her ground game, her BJJ credentials, and yet not a single takedown.
Not one attempt. You know, you can tell me a lot of things in the build to a fight, but if you'd have told me she would not have attempted a takedown, I would have called you a liar right to your face. But to this point, she has not even level changed. She is fighting a different type of fight tonight, one that we have not seen from her in the octagon before.
Swing and a big miss by Bueno Silva. Nice crack there. Back to the overhand.
And everything's landing with so much power.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
She has no answer for that jab.
Fighter lands a nasty kick.
All right, so another takedown attempt by her there, and she doesn't get it. At one point, you got to bail and get back to what got you to the dance, I would think.
Absolutely. She's a high-level kickboxer. She needs to recognize in this moment, although they may have prepared in camp to employ takedowns as a strategy, it is not working. Get back to kickboxing, get back to space, and get back to doing what you're known for.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round two. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Penne gets the single leg takedown. Oh,
Oh, she's going for a submission now.
She's so good here, John.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Get those hands off your neck. Come on.
Oh, she's working so hard.
Escape, escape, escape.
Great decision there. Maintain position over submission. Very, very smart.
Fight back! Fight back!
Just over 2 minutes now to go. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Penne's got the head. Let's see if she can finish off this guillotine attempt. That guillotine is tight. Oh, how good is that as a guillotine counter? She gains the side mount. Oh, she's out, and I don't mean unconscious. How did she escape?
She is so dominant from the top position.
All right, so her submission attempt is denied yet again. She's going to keep going for it, but the defense has held up every step of the way thus far.
She has to. She has to keep going for it. Because if she wants a chance, she's got to keep trying to throw up submissions. Unfortunately, she is trying to submit one of the best grapplers in the division.
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. Oh, looks like she's got the arm. This could be trouble.
Got that submission locked up very tight. She's so smart, John. She maintained position over submission. That's rule number one.
Oh, reverses the position now. Beautiful work by her on the ground there. Nice job by Penne. Oh, and how about that? They make their way back to the feet. Crowd going crazy. What a moment for these two athletes.
The crowd is losing their mind. While they like the grappling, they love a good stand-up fight.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished. Gotta be careful, ball.
Oh, saved by the bell, round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so there it is, the end of the round. Remarkably, after that sequence there on the ground, DC, talk us through it.
We thought the fight was over. We thought it was done. It looked so tight. It looked like she was beat, but she was able to relax, really take a breath, find a way out of such a very dangerous situation. She should be very proud, but do not find herself back in that again. Very fast hands. That punch got to the target.
Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Well, you can feel that freeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Penne. Oh, she landed another strike to the body there. Very smart to work that body late in the fight when her opponent is fatigued. You didn't see a lot of that from her earlier in the fight. She is certainly getting after it now. All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything we're having will not be easy, but she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on it.
All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success. Oh, nice headlock.
That Darce is tight. Oh, great submission defense as she gets out. Bueno Silva getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. DC, I know you got my back. She's got her back, and she can do a lot of damage from here.
I've got your back, and I'm your boy, J.A. She's got her back as if she wants to end her night right now. She's got to be very careful.
Penne's back in half guard.
She's got some swelling on the left side of her face.
Penne's back in full guard now.
Nice pass.
All right, so she postures up here and lands a big strike to the body. Nicely done there by Maia Bueno Silva. Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Striking from every...
All right, huge pop from the crowd as she gets back to her feet. Gotta think she's gonna go for it here.
You knew that she had to be standing if she wanted a chance to win this fight. She has got to find the finish. She's got to go out on her shield here.
Well, she is clearly going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get there, DC. Got to think she's got to go balls to the wall for submissions now.
She's got to go crazy. All those things her jiu-jitsu coach tells her, don't try this, don't try that. You got to try it now because nothing else has worked yet.
Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bison. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving. She's stepping over the mount here.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, she's got the arm triangle locked in tight.
She's got it in deep now.
Still in hot pursuit of the submission here. Oh, she's out.
Good. Come on, stand her up. It's good.
She's got her back now. Nicely done. Going for that patented rear naked choke now. Oh, how good is that as she gets out?
She is so aware on the ground and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Maia Bueno Silva. Oh, more of the same. She lands again, and the swelling continues to increase on her opponent.
Man, she's so fast. She's so good at targeting certain areas of her opponent's head, and now you see that swelling starting to advance.
Bueno Silva's back in half guard. Oh, you heard the crowd pop after that grueling ground battle. The athletes make their way back to the feet.
The athletes are up, and they need to take in the admiration. The crowd is appreciating the high-level grappling exchanges that they just experienced.
Straight punch is good. Well, she whiffs on the straight right hand. Time winding down, final seconds of the fight.
She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her to move the opponent. Pull the head down and try to wear on her gas tank.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Mayra Bueno Silva!
All right, so a dominant decision win for this kickboxer here tonight. She is going to be a little bit disappointed that she didn't get the finish, but given the nature of her performance, a lot of people are going to be lining up to see her fight again.
Yeah, especially if she can do that to as high-level a jiu-jitsu fighter as she fought tonight. She was able to really confuse her. She stumped her. She gave her no options to try and win the fight. It was a wonderful performance. I loved every second of it.
Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Mauler Gustafson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dolidze.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do
All right,
it.
here we are inside the home of the New York Knicks. It is Madison Square Garden, and I think a lot of people remember when Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez ushered in this building as far as the UFC is concerned back in 2016.
I mean, that place was insane when Conor McGregor became the UFC's double champion. From outside of the arena, they build up to the fight, to in the arena when Conor became the king. This was a great moment in the world's greatest arena. Look, the best fights in history have happened here. And on that night, Conor McGregor etched his name in stone.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Dolidze gets lit up by that straight punch.
I don't know how many times he can get hit in the head and stay in this fight. Beautiful setup to the leg kick.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots.
He's doing a great job of taking for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. Changing the position.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Alexander Gustafson.
Now he's going full mount.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Gustafson's in half guard. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Nice jab by Roman Dolidze. Both guys appeared to land there.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand. Nice, solid punch from him.
Lands the double jab, and there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Dolidze.
Beautiful ground strikes landed. In the half guard.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard.
Trying to set up a choke here.
Oh my goodness, I think he might have it.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, he reverses the position now. Nice work on the ground by Roman Dolidze.
Nice transition.
Close guard. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange. Oh, that one landed, yep.
Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right. Nice body shot there. It's the elbow there. 45 seconds to go here in round 1. Nice jab by Alexander Gustafson. So 44 total strikes have landed for Alexander Gustafson. Yeah, left hook found its target. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
Oh, nice.
Final seconds of round one. Round two next.
All right. Listen, breathe, relax. I need you to get out there and keep this fight on your feet. I want you to avoid that takedown. The only reason...
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round two underway. All right, next round is underway. He did a great job in the previous round, largely untouched. Reminds me a little bit of Dominic Cruz, the former UFC bantamweight champion. Defense is the primary focus, and that was certainly evident in the previous round.
Yes, Dominic Cruz was one of the more brilliant defensive fighters we have ever seen. He did it with footwork. This man tonight has done it with his blocking skills, with his vision and his ability to just not be where his opponent thinks he's going to be.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Just out of range with the big right hand. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
Now tripling up on the jab. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's gonna end very early.
Dolidze's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Very fast jab lands for him.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round two.
Leg kick.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are gonna have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing.
Oh! That was a jab! Oh, beautiful level change.
This is not as dangerous as it used to be in fighting. You know, before, guys were trying to sit in that full guard. Right now, it's just more dangerous for you on top because guys have so many submissions that they can attempt from this position. He's got to be careful here.
Look to get your guard back now.
Gustafson's in half guard now. All right, inside his opponent's guard.
Oh, he's got a guillotine here. That guillotine is very tight. Oh, that's in.
Which one?
Oh, he got out.
Oh, he got out. He did a great job. He attacked a lot. He got pressure forward, then off to the side, rolled to his back to release that pressure. Knee on belly. He's raining down, ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's gonna get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground. He's got that single collar tie locked in.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Man, how good is that? The hard hook lands again. He has used that strike to great effect on them.
He has a great ability to find that shot. He does it really, really well, and he lands once again.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach. Getting him out here. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Dolidze. Well, Gustafson's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, it's getting hammered. He's going back to the well over and over again. And why would he not? His opponent wasn't good on the defense. His opponent allowed for him to land too clean. And now he's just targeting that cut on the nose.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
All right, he gets the takedown now, DC. We'll see what he can do in this advantageous spot.
He set it up beautifully. Let's see if he can now take full advantage of it.
Dolidze's in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Dolidze's back in side control.
That was a slick transition.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Well, they won't need to go bonus begging after this one. They're getting a bonus tonight. This fight has been all action from the opening.
I mean, what a phenomenal fight. Both fighters should be very proud of themselves. He's hurt back. Oh, nice takedown, yep.
Well, Gustafson's going for the sub here.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Oh, nice transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense. Defensively, you switch position and you go right on the offensive. That's exactly what he did.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Print the shirts, ground and pound. All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job recognizing that once he got the reversal, he went right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of while his opponent goes, oh my God.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Oh, he's setting up for a submission now. Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working towards the finish.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon and it showed in that defense.
Gustafson's really making things difficult for the opposition right now, continuing to target that damaged nose, and that last strike absolutely found the target. Oh, that cut on his nose is only getting worse. Not good. Superman punch lands. Final 30 seconds of this third round. It's a pretty fast jab. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Massive head kick.
Another big takedown.
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Good work from the top here. What a fight as we go the full 15 minutes, and that is how you close the show. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Alexander the Mauler Gustafson.
Well, what else can be said about Alexander Gustafson? That is one tough Swedish customer right there. When he's on point, as he was here tonight, he looks the part of the best light heavyweight in the world. Perhaps another crack at the title will be next. We shall see. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jalton Malhadinho. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC heavyweight champion, Andrei, the Pitbull Arlovski.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here's the well-rounded heavyweight contender and oncoming force, Malhadinho. Jalton Almeida getting ready to start this first round. He has been a fast starter throughout his mixed martial arts career. A lot of submission wins, a lot of first-round finishes. Talk to us.
Big double leg, double change.
Well, he's no stranger to being in this position. Strong work from the top here by Almeida.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
Arlovski's in half guard. Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
He's looking to finish, John.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Oh, he's got him in the crucifix now. A lot of body weight from the top position. If you're on bottom here, this is not a good place.
You have got the 3-1 arm. You cannot worry about both of them. Get one free and then start building towards doing something else. But the first step is to get an arm free to start trying to be able to defend yourself. You have nothing blocking your face when you're in this position.
All right, so a nice job by the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner here early, getting the clinch and giving the kickboxer a lot to think about as to how he might proceed next.
Too much information to process. Put him in the clinch where he's uncomfortable, make him work in positions that are not instinct to him, and try to overwhelm him from his position. Great job. Smart approach.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Oh, makes an adjustment. What's he doing here?
He's jumping sides, Jay, trying to switch to an arm triangle.
Oh, might get the win here by finish.
He's working very hard to try to get the sub.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. Wow, that is great submission defense.
That punch no good. Well-timed overhand there by Almeida.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Clipped him with the right hand there.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. Got his guard pass.
Now potentially working on a submission instead. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Almeida. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here. Back to the jab now, no good. 90 seconds and counting here in our opening round. Jalton Almeida gets tattooed by that straight punch. Straight punch there again, been there all night. Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch of the hips and boom, inside leg kick lands. Big punch lands. Boom.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. 45 seconds remain in the round. All right, single collar tie now. Oh, stiff jab in the face there. Now doubles up on it.
Oh, he puts the broken down the low chain after the strikes too.
Almeida's in half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now.
Oh, now he's attacking an arm triangle.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Knee on belly.
Final seconds here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Almeida. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, bud, take a seat. Respira pra mim. Muito bom, Hardy. Very good round, okay? We're very, very close to getting those submissions, okay?
All right, let's look back at some of the action. DC, your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transitions into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a great ground fighter, jiu-jitsu goes out the window when you're getting punched in the face, and there was no better example of it than what we just saw in the previous round.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Well, Malhadinho's in half guard now.
Oh, he's attacking choke now. Got it very tight.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by Arlovski. Back and forth we go. Oh, collar tie. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Push kick there to the body. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by the pit bull. Well, once again, mixed martial arts, the land of the unpredictable. You've got a jiu-jitsu fighter here throwing hands with one of the better guys in this division.
I would have never thought that this is the fight that will play out in front of us. The jiu-jitsu guy leading the dance, but not only leading the dance in the striking, but winning the exchange. He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly. Postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move, or the fight is going to get stopped.
Almeida's got him in a crucifix now, going to go to work from the top. I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys.
All right, side control now. Well, Malhadinho's in half guard. The ground strikes starting to pile up. Almeida's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Arlovski's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Big right hook coming. It's blocked. Just over 2 minutes here to go in round two.
Another big takedown.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, now he bails on the submission.
Right to the knee on belly.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
Oh, now the hook in the clinch by Almeida. All right, there it is, get another takedown. The jiu-jitsu fighter keeping our stats guys busy tonight. His opponent hasn't had a whole lot of answers. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
You know, when you're fighting a guy that is this intent on getting takedowns, you have to be more proactive in defending him. You cannot play catch-up. Right now, he has you playing catch-up. Everything he does, you're reacting to. You cannot win that fight against a guy that can wrestle and grapple at this level.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom.
This is where he wants to be.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. And how much more can he take?
Big ground and pound.
Good round. Hey, stop.
All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. He missed with that jab attempt there. Nice straight there by Almeida.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Great timing on that double leg.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Oh, nice.
The Pitbull gets up. He is back on the feet here. Well, missed on that one. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Another takedown land.
Well, Malhadinho's eye now closing up. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack. Go on, Kimura now.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission.
He's postured, landing huge ground and pound. The guy has to move or the fight's going to get finished.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Malhadinho, grounded pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition. He's got to start throwing down.
Really smart approach by the offensive fighter, badgering that cut. More blood by the minute.
If head movement wasn't important early, it's very important now because that cut has gotten a lot worse.
If you're going to go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards. Go forward. Make him fight you.
2 minutes to go in our third and final round. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay, and when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that, and while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Almeida's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here. Oh, that gilly is tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches, outstanding pressure and activity. All right, so back to the feet we go after a lot of ground fighting. Well, he's not leaking information. He is leaking blood, and a lot of it as his opponent continues to realize success.
I mean, he's finding so much success striking in that area of the face. His eye is so damaged. The blood is pouring everywhere. This has become very, very dangerous for him. Another big takedown.
Almeida's in half guard. Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent. Had the submission is very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
So Arlovski's cheek is just leaking blood all over the octagon. That gash is absolutely terrible. I might have even caught his jawbone in there. I'm not so sure. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Gustafson.
All three judges score the contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Jalton Malhadinho Almeida!
All right, Buff, thank you very much. If you like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that was the fight for you. You had a grappler versus a striker, and the kickboxer really didn't have anything resembling an answer almost.
He spent too much time on the ground.
Yeah.
You cannot be forced there by this guy. Because if you're down there for an extended period of time, he's winning. And that's exactly where the fight took place, and he gets a massive decision victory.